All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Down. 51. 51. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Hines. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has...
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Complete. It's Johnson. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. He may try and run for this. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
Get in the weight room.
Here's Taylor. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. from the 29. Minshew, and he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Minshew, 1st and 10. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Everyone, you got 4.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's got the hook up with Conley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Minshew. And able to find Conley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On the draw, this is Fournette. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They keep it with Fournette on first down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Set, ready, 50, plant. I'm coming after you. Check. Fresno. Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Mike 51. Hey.
Here's Minshew. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Attack! Check it out.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Exit. Now.
From the 29, Minshew. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Single.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got his tight end, Oliver. Called that a very strong gain of 24. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 13.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw it, Minshew, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
I'm going to score.
Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on, set. 60 yards. Bunch formation. Come on, go.
Throwing on first down is Minshew.
Here we go.
That's caught inside the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
The
on.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
60 Pittsburgh. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Shoot!
From the 29, Minshew. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On the set. Mike, 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. It's our time. Shoot.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go, defense. Attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, baby.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room. Undercrunch. Look, squeeze. 5.
Again, it's Fournette. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Here we go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5. This is caught inside the 15.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. He's going to go deep for Conley. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Hey, Haywood. 51, Mike 51. We own them. We own them.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I got him. Big grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
All right, T. Let's all right, T. Yellow.
On first down, Mahomes going up top. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Right back to him on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Watch the pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Go set. 10 Lobo. 15. Check Mike. 15. Rip right. Rip right. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Jags, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.